This is where it's beginning and this is where it's going to end today at Benderson Park. This fantastic venue is going to accommodate up to 20,000 people that have come out to walk together to support women and men with breast cancer for the annual Making Strides Against Breast Cancer for the American Cancer Society. This is Melissa Morgan. Now, Melissa is of Blake Medical Center, and she is here with her son today doing Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. Melissa, what prompted you, because you're an early riser as it is, to get up at the crack of dawn to be here to walk?
You know, I just really feel it's important to support those that are going through breast cancer and those that have survived. And as part of my work with the hospital, Blake Medical Center, I really enjoy the opportunity to get to support these functions. And
what about you? You going to do the whole walk?
Yep.
How long have you been training for this?
No time. I just went here.
And are you happy to be walking with your mom?
Yep.
Who do you think is going to get there fastest?
Daddy, probably.
Does it matter who makes it fastest as long as you walk?
No.
Well, that's Melissa Morgan and her son.
I'm Pat Townsend, and this is my first year survivor. I just was diagnosed this year, so I'm through my treatment and I'm doing great.
So this must really be amazing and very meaningful for you to come down here to see all these people that support you.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm Linda Riggs, and just almost 4.
Almost 4 years.
Almost 4.
Bonnie Nash, 6 years.
Kathy Millett, 16 years.
16, and I'm 14.
Wonderful.
Go girls.
Yes.
So there's a whole bunch of different people that are watching and that are breast cancer survivors. If you could tell them one thing, because we've been in this for a very long time, what is the one word of wisdom that you would share with the breast cancer survivors that are going through treatment right now that are watching?
Keep the faith.
Absolutely. And also, too, it's just to see all this pink and all these people out here supporting breast cancer awareness where it's not something that's kind of you hide in the closet. Is there, how does that make you feel?
Part of a community.
Absolutely. And you have any words of wisdom?
No, it's just very meaningful, and keep moving forward and keep your faith, as Kathy said.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yes.
So, and anything that you want to
Nope,
share?
just be positive. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you a lot of luck.
Thank you.
And you enjoy today.
I will, thank you.
Why are you here today? I presume this is your beautiful family.
It is. I'm a survivor of breast cancer, and we've been in remission for 18 months. So.
And you're here walking today. Why walking, though? What is it that this means to you to be here with all these other women and men?
Not only that we survived, but that we're fighting the fight, and that we're still going to be fighting for the rest of our lives.
Your children are here as well. How important is it to you?
It is, because they were my motivation. They were the ones that made me get up every day, even when I was sick, even on days that I didn't want to continue fighting. They were the ones that were my motivation.
What message would you like to give to other women out there that are maybe just now diagnosed and they're fearful? What would you like them to know?
To know that they're going to go through this no matter what. They're going to have motivators. They're going to have to get up and go, and most of all to have faith that they're going to get through it.
And part of this will be hopefully making new friends today that are going.
I've made a lot of friends. I met a lot of people that made me that motivate me, that inspire me to continue, that make me realize that this is justified, that this is something that it was a great experience to go through it, even when I thought it was going to be the worst thing in my life. It made me stronger, and it made me, in a way, happier that I survived.
Hello, and who am I with?
I'm Michelin Blackman, and my daughter is a survivor. She was diagnosed 3 years ago, had a very aggressive breast cancer that was caught within 6 months of her mammogram, underwent chemotherapy, radiation, on tamoxifen for 10 years, and she is a survivor.
And that is wonderful.
Yes.
That is wonderful. Now, is she here with you today?
No, she's in St. Pete.
Oh, so you're walking for your daughter.
For my daughter with friends in the neighborhood.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. And isn't it lovely to see all these people out here? Did you think that there would be this many people?
Yes, yes. The cause is very, very relevant, and the empowerment of people believing in the faith of cures one day is possible.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're
Thank you.
And Scott, tell me what you're doing here today.
We're fighting breast cancer, making strides against breast cancer, and working hard as a community to fight breast cancer and all cancers.
Everybody has a story as to why they're here, particularly for making strides. What is your story?
Well, my personal story is I lost my grandmother and my father both to cancer. I work for Florida Surgical Specialists. We're general surgeons. I am not the surgeon, Dr. Paul, the office of Dr. Paul Toomey. And we fight breast cancer every day. We give patients bad news every day, breast cancer news. And this is one of our ways to give back to the community, to fight breast cancer any way we can by just giving back to the community.
Now, you say that you give people bad news every day, but we have come quite a long way, ergo making strides against breast cancer. What are some of the good things that you're able to tell people nowadays?
Well, one of the most important things is that there is hope and there is recovery from the new drugs that are out there, the chemotherapy and radiation, and just the better diagnostic techniques that we have to screen for breast cancer, and then once it is found, then to treat it effectively.
And what is the number one thing that you think that women and men should know if they think they have a suspicion that they may have something?
The number one thing is everyone has been affected by this, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Find the right physician or clinic. Get the help that you need, because there's resources out there for everyone.
And there is hope.
Absolutely hope.
Hi, and we are here with the lovely Dawn Moore. And so I am, I always say I do a lot of volunteer work, but this woman puts everyone to shame. Dawn, can you tell us a little bit more about what it is that you do and how you keep yourself so busy and how your husband isn't so angry with you?
Okay, I'll cover that one last.
Yes.
Well, I started volunteering 11 years ago after I was diagnosed with breast cancer because I didn't know anyone who had been going through it. I knew I needed the support of my friends and my peers, and I started volunteering with the American Cancer Society. They have a program called Reach to Recovery, where survivors are matched with another survivor of similar circumstances. And then I started volunteering with an organization that's no longer around, which is morphed into Jewish Family and Children's Services Cancer Support and Wellness Programs. We have a program called Stitch and Chat that we make things for breast cancer survivors, pillows on the day of surgery and so forth. I volunteer at Sarasota Memorial in the Breast Health Department, meeting with women on the day of surgery. The Cancer Resource Network. I fill in at breast investigators if needed. About the only thing I don't do is paddle with survivors and sink.
One of these days we will get you on that boat, even if it's just for an afternoon. Dawn, I can't tell you how much I thank you for all that you do, all the women's lives that you touch. You know, and what she didn't mention is that when someone's newly diagnosed, they receive these lovely bags when they leave the hospital. Dawn is the one who puts those bags together. Everything that's in there is what, you know, they made from Stitch and Chat, and all the news, different, you know, it's all that material is put together by Dawn. But so how has breast cancer awareness changed since you were diagnosed 11 years ago?
I think it's changed in two ways. One is there's much more awareness. People talk to each other through social media. They find out that somebody's been diagnosed. You know, your boobs aren't sacred. People talk.
Yeah.
But the other thing that concerns me quite a bit is because of computerization and everything that's available on the internet, a lot of women and men try to go it alone. They go to the computer and think they're getting all the answers there, and they may be getting very good information and the answers, but they're not getting a personal connection, talking face to face with someone who's walked in your shoes. So I encourage anybody who has a breast cancer diagnosis, talk to another survivor. Contact American Cancer Society, Reach to Recovery, contact Team Tony, which offers one-on-one cancer support. Come to support groups. In this community, we have 5 or 6 different breast cancer support groups, everything from Manatee Memorial down to a Spanish-speaking group in Port Charlotte. So,
yeah, I don't think people realize the impact of someone else who could reach out and say, I know, because I've been there and you're going to get through this too. And also those things that are going through different emotions that you don't want to share with your family because they're going to think you're crazy, but they're not crazy. We've all had those, and when you can open up and share, you'll realize that what you're feeling is so normal. But absolutely, as far as me, 14 years ago, being a breast cancer survivor, but it was a completely different world. I love this. This was not something that we had 14 years ago. And I just love seeing all this pink, and I love seeing all these people out here to support us, and every day making a little bit of a difference. Yes. Thank you so much, Dawn.
You stopped me on the way over here.
Yes.
And you wanted to say something about why you're here today, and you also wanted to raise a little awareness.
Yes, I am stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. All 3 sisters in my family have all had breast cancers. So I, in 2010, was diagnosed, had a bilateral mastectomy. All the breasts when they came off and the lymph nodes when they came off were all negative, but 6 years later, here I am. I am stage 4. I love the whole hope and awareness thing, but for those of us stage 4, only 10% of all monies goes to research. Awareness is fine, but we need to find a cure. I will be in treatment for the rest of my life until cancer takes me. Or I get run over by a beer truck running.
The gentleman that I interviewed earlier today said, but there is hope, and every day new things are happening. What is your hope?
My hope is that, like other diseases, we can live with it like a chronic illness, just have longevity and quality of life. I'm very fortunate. I have not had any side effects, and I pretty much lead a normal life. So every day is a blessed day. So I just hope it continues. And I'm here for my other sisters who could not be here.
What would you like people to say to you when you disclose? What's the one thing that you want to hear from people when you tell them that you're stage 4 breast cancer? What would you like to hear?
Just good luck, and I'm here for you. I'm very lucky, and I just hope that somewhere along the line I can save someone else's life. That's it.
By raising awareness today, I'm sure that you did.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And for my daughter and my granddaughters.
You can get to the 6th floor. Come on, girl. Whatever it is, the party's on this way.
are the cheerleaders from
Sarasota High School.
So this is wonderful. I love the shirts. How did you guys come up with this shirt?
Our coach gave it to us.
Oh, that's wonderful. And the pink pom-poms. So how many of you are here today?
Like
the whole squad?
Some of the, like 30 because some are testing today for the ACT. Yeah.
ACTs today. My son goes next week.
Oh, okay.
So this is wonderful. So does anybody have somebody in their family that's a survivor that's gone through breast cancer? Oh, so tell me, I would love to hear from you. First, tell me your name.
Jordan Best.
Jordan, tell me who's the survivor?
My grandma.
Your grandma. And how is she now?
She's good.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So this must be really meaningful that you're doing something special that affected your own grandma.
Yeah, it's really special.
That is wonderful. So girls, this is wonderful. So we're all going to walk together today?
We'll be cheering while walking.
That's wonderful because, it's very uplifting to see positive, especially young girls supporting something that's so important. And breast cancer affects 1 in 8 women. There's a lot of you here today. This is something that, self-awareness, self-check. So just keep that in mind as you get a little older. But thank you so much for being with us today, girls.
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Making strides!
Stephanie Greppling, and I'm here with Tara. Tara, tell me what your group is here for.
So our president, John Wiseman, his mother, he lost her to breast cancer. And he put together this group that we all get together every year and we walk for everyone that we've lost and those who have survived. We do have a few survivors in our group, so we just come and support.
That's wonderful. How many people are walking with your group this morning?
We have 92 registered walkers with our group, and we won the contest for the most walkers, and I actually have 4 extra that just showed up, so I guess we're at 96.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So how did you raise awareness to recruit all these people for your team?
Well, our Florida office is consisted of 104 employees. So among those people, we just reached out and asked anybody who wanted to come and join our walk, and then any of their family members or friends. And after this walk, we all go back to our office and we powwow and have a brunch and play games and listen to music.
So you make a day out of it. That's wonderful.
How has Making Strides changed over the years, and how many years have you been involved?
Actually, in a leadership position, this is my 6th year, but we've walked and participated probably for 9 or 10, I would say. I had cancer in 2006. It took me about 2.5 to 3 years to recover after chemo and all that stuff. So then my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2011. So we've kind of had a run of this. But the nice thing about it is that, we're here committed. It's a personal commitment, and we're so happy to be here. But as far as the change, moving from the Lakewood Ranch area down here to Nathan Benderson Park gives us so much more space. And I think as you can look around and see yourself, it's a fabulous venue. So we're excited.
And how many more people are expected this year?
We, I think, hit a little over 13,000 last year. The estimate with pre-registrations and just what we're hearing from people is 20,000. So that would be a huge increase, but a very valued increase. We've raised more money already, so we're anxious to see what comes in today.
So this year we don't have to worry about scaring the horses. We just have to worry about scaring the rowers.
Well, I think the rowers are excited. They've all told us that they'll be out there displaying their talents, so that's okay. But you know what? It's just nice to have the Benderson family be so committed to this as well. They've been very generous, very kind, great to work with, and this beautiful facility is just amazing.
Well, hopefully one of these days we'll be able to have a walk that we won't need to have it for breast cancer anymore, because maybe we'll have a cure by then.
That would be such a blessing. We can only dream of that at this point, but certainly all of our commitment and generosity to the American Cancer Society is for research to end this horrible disease.
I'm here with Bob Harrigan, and we're at the Real Men Wear Pink tent. Good morning, Bob. How are you doing?
It's a great turnout, isn't it? It's amazing all these people showing up here today. They're expecting up to, 15 to 20,000 people here at this great venue, and I'm really impressed with what they've done here.
That's wonderful. So tell me about the Real Men Wear Pink and what you gentlemen are doing here for this cause.
Well, I'll tell you what, Real Men Wear Pink has been a campaign that we started at the beginning of October, and we're pretty close to our goal right now, too. Every one of the 24 guys are raising money, and people are contributing, and I think each person has a goal of $2,500. I'm getting close. I'm almost there. I'm over half of the way there. So, and some other people are doing some amazing things as far as that goes, and cruises and so on and so forth to raise money for this wonderful cause to find a cure.
That's wonderful. Maybe you'll find your last little push today at the walk.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm plastering social media, Facebook, and getting people to sign. You can still do it even after this event, so it goes on for a little while afterwards, too.
So you can still contribute to the Real Men Wear Pink cause even after today.
That's right. Just go to the website, do a Google search, and say Real Men Wear Pink, and pick Bob or whomever you like, and donate some money.
Wonderful. Bob, have a wonderful walk today, and best of luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is it, making strides against breast cancer, and here they come. They're starting to walk towards us right now. Almost 20,000 people, walkers, and some of them even running. This is all for the American Cancer Society to raise awareness for breast cancer. Why is Team Pookie so special?
Team Pookie is special because it's a bunch of people that got together to do this for the right reasons.
What are those reasons?
Reasons being, we have people that there's 4 or 5 survivors on our team. We believe that this is an awesome cause, and we need to find the cure and support anybody with cancer.
Now, you have raised quite a bit of money, and this isn't the first go-around because I remember you from last year.
Yes, this is our second. We just raised $37,800. I'm sorry, $37,900.
What is this money going to mean to somebody that's diagnosed or going through treatment?
It means they get to get transportation, they get help, they can, they're making strides just stays in our community and it helps us. So that's what the main thing is, keeping it in Manatee and Sarasota County.
May I see do you guys want to let people know who you are if you've had breast cancer here?
Oh, where's our one behind where there's...
Stacy just arrived. Okay, so here we go.
Susie, we lost her to cancer this year.
Oh.
And that's one of our biggest fights this year is her.
What's Susie's last name?
Susie Bruce.
Susie Bruce. I actually knew Susie Bruce, and I'm so sorry to hear that she had ovarian cancer.
Yep.
And what a lovely, beautiful mermaid.
Yes, it was. And this year, her biggest goal was to become a pace setter last year. So in memory of her, she's a pace setter this year. So we raised $2,500 just in her name.
Yeah. Susie Bruce was an outstanding member of the community, did tons of awareness for ovarian cancer, and it is a sad loss, but an honor to be doing this in her memory.
Yes, absolutely. We love Susie. We do. Our reason why we started is Pookie right behind us.
Pookie. Oh, come on, step up, Pookie. All right, now why Pookie?
I don't know.
Just
Something
a little
came out
name.
my mouth one day.
Yeah, a little name me and her call each other. So.
Telling you, nothing happens over a salad.
What is your experience with breast cancer?
I'm 3 years now. In September, it's been 3 years since I got diagnosed. It was good. There was a lot of people that was helpful, and I have all these friends here that were behind me. So it's been as good as it can be. It's scary. It's so scary, but when you have a lot of good friends behind you, it makes it a lot easier.
What does it feel like to be not only walking with a team of people where you have 5 others that have the experience of having had breast cancer, but also thousands and thousands of other women and men today?
Well, it's really scary, but when you see all these people all trying to help raise money to help people that have cancer, every day you know somebody somewhere that has it, and it's really, really scary.
And what is the message of hope that you'd like to give, though?
There is hope. You got to keep believing, because if you have friends and support behind you, you got everything you really need right there.
And can we get one cheer for Team Pookie? 1, 2, 3.
Team Pookie!
I'm here with Phyllis Graves, who is a survivor, and she's here all decked out this morning. Phyllis, tell us a little bit about your story.
My story was I was diagnosed in 2013, and I have inflammation breast cancer. And I've been dealing with it for still up to now, going back and forth to Moffitt for treatments and stuff, but I'm surviving and I'm still going strong.
That's right, and we're here to support you and your journey and your fight against cancer.
Thank you so much.
So, are you here with a group or are you here by yourself?
I'm here with a group. We're breast friends and sisters too. Yeah.
I see what you did there with the pun.
That's right. Yes.
That's wonderful. Is everybody in your group a survivor or just supporters?
Well, in the group, there's like a couple of survivors, and then we have some women that were recently diagnosed. So they're just going through this journey now. So we're going through this together.
That's wonderful that you've found support within each other. How did you find and form your group?
We always wanted to have a group, but we just never had time to really get together. So this year we said we're going to do it, and we're going to, we started going for like $500, and we ended up doubling that for as far as funds and stuff. So we're really happy that we raised a lot of money for the cause and to keep treatments going for women that really need breast cancer treatments.
Phyllis, what would you say to ladies who are going through their journey?
As they go through their journey, I think they should just stick with prayer, because prayer does work. And then stick with your treatments. Don't just say, well, I'm just going to try to do it the holistic way, or, that's what the doctors are for. And treatment now is much better than what it used to be, later, earlier in the year. So just take your medicine, continue your treatments, do what your doctors say, and keep the faith. That's basically all I can say. Just keep the faith and stay strong.
That's wonderful advice. Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you so much.
Finally, I'm with someone that I can look eye to eye with. What are you doing here today, and why is someone so young here?
Well, I'm doing it because like my grandma had passed away from breast cancer, and it's like a really good cause.
What did you learn from your experience of your grandmother?
I learned that like you just have to stay strong and push through it.
And what does it mean today to be with all of these other people? Because many of the people that are walking today have breast cancer.
It makes me feel like it's like empowering because everyone's like here together.
And what about your friends? You have other young friends here as well.
Yeah, they're all coming in like support and like do the walk with all of us.
And what do you think about young women doing things so that they can know their own bodies, like breast self-exams and things like that?
I think that it's a good thing so that like you can prevent things that like will happen in the future.
So early detection is important.
Yes.
And what do you want people to know about why you're walking today? What's the biggest message you want to give?
That like if you have an opportunity to do something like this, do it.
How are you doing this morning? You have a great group of people behind you.
Yeah, we're doing great. Spartans, are you excited? Yeah! We're here from Microsoft. One of our own is actually battling breast cancer. She just went through a double mastectomy the other day, so we're here to show our support for Team Gail. Team Gail. So yeah, we're here to show our support and make sure that we do her good and walk in her honor. So we're excited.
That's fabulous. Did you guys raise a bunch of money for the cause?
Yeah, and our organization actually donates for every hour that we're here. So for each person that's here, our organization is donating money as well. So we're super excited.
That's fantastic. Your organization is giving back on top of what you guys are already doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're super excited to be here. It's such a great cause.
What would you say to anybody who needs the support of their friends and families and coworkers who are going through their journey? What would you say?
There's always someone there for you. You're not alone, and there's nothing but love. So stay strong and know that people got your back at all times.
Well, have a wonderful walk, you guys. I can't wait to see you out on the track.
Thank you. 4 PowerPoint Spartans for Gail. Gail, 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 Gail.
Why are you here today?
We are walking on behalf of my aunts, and we are walking on behalf of my cousins as well. Yes, who have all been affected by breast cancer.
Why is it important to be out here today supporting not only your family, but the community of women and men that are affected by breast cancer?
It's important because it's important to stay knowledgeable about your health, and it's important to support others who are going through it right now.
Yes. What does it mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me because I have 4 sisters that they were affected with breast cancer. Also 2 nieces. 2 sisters passed away, 2 are survivors, and I have 2 nieces that they died at the age of 136 and 144. So, I would encourage all women and men to check to make sure they get the mammograms. It's very important, and to
self-exam
their breasts every month. It's very important.
Why do you think it is that people are resistant to getting checked? What do you think the reasons are?
I think maybe some people are scared, but listen, at this time that we see it affected so many people, they have to make sure. If they don't want to go by themselves, go with a friend or a group. Because it's our life.
And what is the hope if somebody catches it early?
The hope is that they get cured if they have the problem. So just make sure you check.
How does it make you both feel to know that you'll be marching out here today, walking with hopefully 20,000 people right here at Benderson Park?
Proud. I'm very proud, and it's nice to see people here, and you meet so many friends, co-workers. Well, right now I'm retired, but church brethren and friends, and it's important. And to see the children, I love that.
Me too. Encouraged.
Yes. And hope.
Good morning, Ryan. We are here with
we're here representing Lakewood Ranch Medical Center and breast cancer center that we have at our hospital. So we're representing that today with this walk.
How big is the breast cancer problem right now in our community?
It's still pretty a big deal, obviously. That's why we're here, to raise awareness and to hopefully fight this horrible disease and come up with a cure, hopefully, eventually.
What is the biggest prevention tool that women who have not been diagnosed need to be aware of?
We do mammograms at the hospital, so those are great prevention tools. So we offer that, and that's an excellent thing for women to have.
So tell me a little bit about the group standing behind us.
This group right here is an exceptional group from the hospital. We actually have our chief nursing officer right here. This is Judy Young.
Hi, Judy. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell me why you are so passionate about being here today.
Because breast cancer is a huge issue in our community, and we want to raise awareness and prevention for breast cancer. Breast exams are the #1 thing to do for prevention, and then mammograms after the age of 40.
That's great sound advice for anybody listening who has not had a mammogram or does not do breast exams.
Thank you.
Well, you guys have a wonderful walk. I'll be cheering for you for Lakewood Ranch Medical Center. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Diana and James, and they are part of which team?
Truly Nolan.
And Diane, you are proudly wearing your Survivor sash. Tell me a little bit about your story.
In 2014, at a mammogram, they saw that I had a problem, so they had it further diagnosed and found out that I had stage 0 of breast cancer. So we went on ahead and got the surgery done at the end of December and went for 6 weeks of radiation. And at the end of that, when I had my mammogram taken again, they told me I was cancer-free.
That's wonderful. What a wonderful success story there.
Yes. So we've been doing this ever since as part of our Survivor team to support everyone else that's going through the very same thing.
James, tell me a little bit about the shirts Truly Love that you're wearing today.
Yes, we ordered these shirts in regards to this. We did that, like my mom said, we've been doing the program for a couple years, and I finally got Truly Nolan involved, and we're proud to be here. we're happy to be part of the community and obviously showing love to my mom.
So when you were diagnosed, what thoughts were going through your mind?
Well, actually, I was at work when my doctor called me and gave me the news. And so, of course, the word cancer always is a devastating word, so I started crying. And then after I got off the phone, I called my children, and, well, I didn't call this one because he gets very emotional over things, so I waited to tell him later. But I called my daughter, and I called my boss at work and told her. And she asked me if I wanted to leave work. I said, no, I would rather stay busy, because when your mind's busy, you're not thinking about what's going on. And so then after I found out that I had cancer, I asked my doctor to immediately get things progressing fast, because I wanted to get to it as quickly as possible.
Wonderful. The quick diagnosis, quick treatment, probably all part of your diagnosis, and you were cleared?
Yes, I had actually grains of sand in 2 different areas of the left breast, and it was that small but was detected. And I'm thankful for the equipment that everybody has to be able to detect these things early and get it taken care of. And I encourage every woman to get out there and get your mammograms done. They're very important. They will save your life.
Words of wisdom from a true survivor.
So ladies, why are you here today?
I'm here to raise awareness for breast cancer. I've been affected by it by 2 people personally. It's unfortunate, but my aunt that passed away, it was about 4 years ago, and she didn't know that she did have stage 3 cancer. But I'm here to just support every woman out there, and just spread love and awareness.
Why is it important to be here for you today?
It is very important to be here today, just like she said, to raise awareness. There's a lot of people that's been affected by this disease, and we need to make everybody knows, to make awareness of it, and to be supportive, to raise money through the donation and research. So we're here to support.
Are there certain groups of people that are underrepresented, or maybe don't get the same medical treatment because of awareness, lack of awareness in certain communities?
Yes, some people, they are very, they're not really aware of the surroundings. So if we come together as a community, it does the job. So it raises the awareness. So people know, okay, this is going on. Because some people are not really affected by it. So people that are affected, if we all come together as one in the community, then we will make impacts in the community.
It's not always somebody that has breast cancer in their family that may get breast cancer, though. Is that not true?
That's true. That's true. It's not. Personally, I don't have anybody in my family that has breast cancer. But with friends and, like colleagues who has been affected, means being supportive of them, it makes everybody to be aware. So it doesn't really take only people that are affected by it. People that are not affected also, they make impact in the community also.
So you don't have to have breast cancer in order to be affected if you know somebody that has it. And it's not just women, it's men as well. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very true. You don't have to have it to be supported. Men, women, children,
all ages, all ethnicities, all religion, all race, everybody in general. It can be anybody.
I'm here with Jackie Barron, and they're sponsors, Mosaic is sponsors of this wonderful event. Tell me a little bit why Mosaic wanted to be involved in such a great cause.
This marks like our 3rd or 4th year of being engaged in this event. We've really watched it grow. and we're so excited that we were able to be part of that evolution of this event. And it's just, not only is it a great cause to further the research that we need to really find a cure, but it's a great coming together of the community.
That's right. How many people from Mosaic are here today?
We've got quite a brood. I mean, I joke that, oh, they're in hot pink, but everybody's in hot pink. Yeah. But I'd say we probably have about a team of 20 out here today, 20 plus.
That's wonderful. And how many years has Mosaic been participating?
I want to say we've been out here 3 or 4 years, and we've got a great thing going with Manatee Memorial Hospital, our neighbors every year. We started a few years ago bringing in Chick-fil-A breakfast biscuits, and we're like one of the popular spots. It's like this madness, they descend upon us.
Well, I definitely had some chicken minis a minute ago.
Yes. In fact, most people say, are you a Chick-fil-A? I'm like, no. We just bring in the Chick-fil-A, who always shows up bright and early for us. But Manatee Memorial and us in Mosaic, we provide the breakfast, and we're happy to do it.
Well, thank you so much for everything that you do for this community.
Well, we appreciate it. It's fun to be a part of it. We're just honored to be asked.
You have a lot of family here today. Why is it important for you to be here today with all this family, large family?
Well, it's important just to come together and all the women to support each other. There's hard times going through cancer, so you want to support all women. And we actually had a family member that died of breast cancer, so my aunt. So.
And what does it mean to you? You're going to be walking with upward of 19,000, possibly 20,000 people today.
That's great. We're excited. We got up early, had our eggs, so we're ready.
What do you want your girls and your boys to know from this experience? What do you want them to take away?
Just that you don't have to be scared to reach out to other people, no matter the age or even sex, or everybody goes through it. And just if you see somebody struggling from breast cancer, reach out a hand and a hug, a support.
Because sometimes people don't know what to say when somebody discloses that they've had breast cancer. So again, what is it that you want people to do if someone says, hey, I had stage 3 breast cancer, or I have stage 4, God forbid?
A great big hug for them. A hug. That's a hard thing to have to go through. And there's lots of support, everybody here. So a great big hug from all of us.
I'm right there with you guys.
Hello, I'm Joanne Hampton, and I am here at the Benderson Making Strides 2017 Making Strides Walk, and I'm with Survivors in Sync, and we have with us Jackie
Morey.
So Jackie, you're also a breast cancer survivor.
I am, yes.
And how many years?
I was diagnosed in 2005.
Wow, so that's a long time. And we are also with
Dana Bauer.
And you're also a survivor?
I'm a survivor. I'm 10 years.
This team is amazing. I found them here at Benderson in 2014 when they were hosting the Breast Cancer Internationals, and I fell in love with the sport and joined right after, and I've been with them for 3 years, and it's a great sport for everyone, but mostly for breast cancer survivors.
It's absolutely the most beautiful thing you can imagine, to have those kinds of friends and the common cause that we have.
Well said. Well said. How about you, Jackie? Any words about how you feel and your relationship with the girls in the boat?
I think everybody has a relationship on and off the boat. What do we say? We're athletes in the water and warriors on land. But yeah, we love each other and they've become family.
So here we are at Making Strides, and we see all this pink, and everyone's here basically supporting breast cancer awareness. How does that make you feel to see all these people? Because I think we're supposed to have like 15,000 women and people out here today. How does this make you feel?
It amazes me all the time to see how many breast cancer survivors there are, and that's a good thing. We're all survivors, so it really makes me happy to see everybody walking and supporting.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you so much, Dana. Have a lovely day. Hi, I'm here with
Sherry Vroom.
And we're in front of Survivors in Sync. Can you tell us a little bit about the team?
It's a great team to join, especially when it come together as a team. Everybody works together as a team. It's all about in sync, staying in sync, on the field, on the boat, off the field, everything.
I think we're going to mention also that this is an all breast cancer survivor dragon boat. So all these lovely ladies are breast cancer survivors. And we have a lovely time together. We're very competitive.
Yes, we
and
are.
we actually travel all over.
Yes.
And we have a lot of fun, don't we?
We've been to Vegas, Atlanta, Vermont,
Chicago, all over Florida.
Orlando, all over Florida, yes.
And then in July, we are going to
Italy.
We're going to have a lovely time. The whole boat's going to Italy.
Yes.
So we're going to have a wonderful time.
Yes,
and
we
I
will.
think there's going to be 3,500 other breast cancer survivors, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think you're right about
so
that.
we're going to
yeah.
have a lovely time. Tell us a little bit more about what is Dragon Boat? Like, what is this team all about? Tell us, what is Dragon Boating? How does that help breast cancer survivors?
Okay, so the most important thing about dragon boating for breast cancer survivors is it's just proof that there's more to surviving than just surviving, that we can actually be the best people that we can be. We get on the boat and we are athletes and we are sweating and we are working our muscles and we are, working in sync and competing as a team. We're sisters on land and we're
warriors on the water.
Warriors on the water, yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's just it's for any woman that has gone through breast cancer to know that at the end of that road or even in the middle of that journey, you can come on this boat and paddle your heart out with a bunch of women who know exactly how it feels.
And
it's
what
great.
they've been through, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, you don't have to be athletic to come to our practice and to be on our team. Certainly, it helps. There are many people on the team that
don't even swim. That would be me.
Yeah, exactly. That aren't athletic and have become athletic because of it. And when you consider that, really, for most women, you're at least in your 30s, if not your 40s or your 50s, before you get breast cancer. So we have women that are between the ages of 40 and 70. 73, I think, is our oldest paddler. And we're all doing it. There's no excuses. There's no impediment to doing it. You just have to want to.
Yeah, and I think it's encouraging for one another to see, we're all trying to lose weight, just to put less weight in the boat. We're all eating healthy, so we're all kind of encouraging each other
to go to the gym.
To go to the gym. We'll post. We post on our private page on Facebook. We post different exercises, different recipes. So it's a lot more than just physically getting in the boat. It's a support system beyond, I think, what anybody can imagine what we really are.
Right. I mean, at the base of it, it's a support system, and then on top of that, it's a wellness program, and on top of that, it's a competitive sports team.
Yes.
So
yes.
all three.
It's all three, and yes, because I know I'm quite competitive.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
When they asked if you're a breast cancer survivor, if you've had breast cancer, to speak up, you just raised your hand. What is it that you want people to know as someone who has had breast cancer?
And survived it. You know what, I just want the education to be there. I want everyone to know that it is real and it's diagnosed for young women, old people, and I just got news this morning that one of my best friends' mom was diagnosed. So it really becomes real when I've been survivor for 2 years and now we're just getting news and she's in her late 60s as a new diagnosis.
When somebody is first diagnosed and you hear those words, you have breast cancer, what is the first thing that goes through your mind?
Probably the people around me. The people that I love and that I care about are going to be worried and scared. I wasn't really worried and scared for me. I was worried and scared for the people in my family and my kids. That I knew that I'm going to understand it, don't live around me, and that we're going to be very scared. And my husband that has to take care of me. He did a great job, by the way.
Yes, we need to do a big shout out there to the men that care for their women with breast cancer, and even men that care for the men with breast cancer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a huge a supporter family around us. So even if you haven't had breast cancer and you have the people around you that love and care about you, that come and just take you on walks, that call you, flowers, all of those things really matter to people.
And how can people best support someone if they disclose, yeah, I had breast cancer, or yes, I'm going through chemo or surgery? What is the number one thing that you think people should say to someone?
I appreciate where you're going for, and I'll pray for you. So that was the most comforting thing for me, is people just said, I'll pray for you, I care about you, sending flowers, cards, all of those things were awesome. I loved it.
And what does it mean for you today to be here? There's thousands of people, and a great many of them actually have breast cancer or are here with someone that they love that has or has had breast cancer. What does that mean to you?
It means the world to me, because we have such support. It really does. I mean, everybody from our jobs to our neighbors, we have such support. I mean, look around. I mean, you got so many people supporting the cause. It's awesome.
I'm here with Carol Whitmore, who is a commissioner for the county, and also you're a vice chair of this event. Tell us how exciting it is this morning.
It's great. We have a great venue this year. We actually outgrew the Polo Grill. So Randy Benderson from Benderson Rowing Park was gracious enough to suggest his facility, and our goal in 5 years is to beat Boston.
Well, what a beautiful day it is out here at Nathan Benderson. How many people signed up and showed up today?
We're hoping it's about 20,000. We want to beat our record from last year, but actually as the race has started, we still have people walking in.
That's wonderful. So what was the biggest obstacle about getting this event up and running here at the new facility this year?
There absolutely was the easiest that we've done. I've been involved, been the chair and the co-chair for the last 3 years. It's the easiest race that we've had so far. Everything's here, it's easy. They've been very accommodating, and I think everybody, all our vendors love it.
What would you say to the people in the community about prevention and getting your mammograms and self-breast exams?
Actually, I had mine yesterday. And my husband is a plastic surgeon, so he has dealt with breast cancer, breast reconstruction for 40 years. And all I can say is there's a major support team for you if you need help. There are great medical resources. It's not like what it used to be 10 or 20 years ago. We are aggressive in the medical field to help you fight this, and there's so many resources to help you. So that's why I've been involved, because as a nurse and a practicing nurse still, this has touched me and my family very closely, my husband, and my job is to be there to support those that have this disease and help them fight it. I'd like to thank, of course, Benderson Park, Mr. Benderson, Manatee Memorial Hospital Health Systems. They had a big part in this. Sarasota Memorial is sponsoring this Survivor tent. We have Coca-Cola supporting the water, Starbucks for coffee. We have Dr. Royce, she's a plastic surgeon, she's here. There's many, many, many different venues. I guess Pittsburgh Pirates was here, and in the first hour, they gave 4,000 of the trinkets that they brought today. So it's a great day. We want to thank everybody. We want to be it bigger. Also, Cox Chevrolet, they have their cars, as you've seen, wrapped in ribbons. And they raised Men in Pink, they're one of their staff people, as we see him on TV all the time, $10,000, just him. So we want to thank everybody. We want you to be involved next year, and we want to have a bigger event next year.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you. So good morning, Bethany. Today is the day.
Yes, it is. It's been an awesome day so far. I just can't even put it into words. It's amazing.
So what are we standing by right here?
So this is our newly created Wall of Hope structure. So people are allowed to write on this wall in memory of their loved ones or in honor of those who have conquered this battle. And it's just a nice way to celebrate and just say, I did this or I conquered this. So
wonderful. So how much energy went into planning this wonderful event with 20,000 people?
Yeah, so I actually came on board in June. So it was kind of like throw me to the fire. Here we go. You have this event in 4 months, and it's just been nonstop. But specifically, we got here yesterday morning at 10 a.m. and started setting everything up, just getting it to what you see now and waiting for the people to get here. And lots of volunteers, lots of help getting it together, and just really proud of how it came out.
What was the goal for fundraising for this event in 2017?
So we had a goal of $315,000, and that included our sponsorships, and we far surpassed it. I don't even know what money came in today, but we were already at that goal last night before this morning. So we'll have to give you an update once I am able to count it all. But I think we're close to $400,000, $450,000, which is amazing because that's just funding that goes to research to help find a cure.
That's right. That's so amazing. That gives me chills.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, yesterday you reached your goal.
Yeah, yesterday we reached our goal. We had a goal of 270 teams. We were over 300 teams last night. We had a goal of 15,000 participants. I think we were at 20. I still don't have all those numbers. We beat our sponsorship goals. We have our Real Men Wear Pink goals, and they're just blowing all that as well, blowing it out of the water. It's amazing.
Well, the whole community is standing behind this event, because it is such an important thing.
It is.
Prevention and treatment and, just
awareness,
resiliency.
Awareness, and the more you talk about it, the more people are aware. They think, oh, well, maybe I could donate or maybe I can help in some way to help, find a cure, do something. If we can invest in the research, then we can find a cure. That's what it's all about.
So all the survivors that we talked to today, do your self-breast exams, go for your mammograms, talk to your doctor if something doesn't feel right. It's all about knowing your body and speaking up.
Going to your doctor and getting your exams. They are the ones that can guide you through what you need to do, and it's the most important thing.
So let us know how other people can get involved in this organization and this cause for next year.
Well, first of all, it's not over for this year. You can still donate and contribute. You can go onto your website, the makingstrideswalk.org website. If you've already started a team, you can still accept donations there. You can bring them to us in the office until the end of the year. December 31st is the end of our stride season. So please, we can always take those donations. And next year, we're hoping that this event is a $500,000 event. So that will take us up into the A-class events in the state and in the country, and I think we surely can do that. So anytime, we're always asking for volunteers to come out and help spread the word, so contact us at the office anytime.
This community is certainly going to rally even harder next year so that you can get to that 500,000 goal.
We got to do it. Well, now we have the Bendersons on board and the support of the mall and the park here. The sky's the limit. I mean, this is a great venue. We have a lot of space. We can do a lot here.
Wonderful.
Your flag over here says "Fight like a girl." What does it mean to fight like a girl?
It means to have courage, keep the faith. We're going to beat it. We're walking as a bank, Sable Palm Bank, and my grandmother, my aunt, and now my cousin all have breast cancer.
Is anybody walking with you today from your family?
No family, only one here in town. So brought my peeps with me, and they're all helping out.
Big support system here. And young lady, why is it important for you to be here today? Who are you walking with?
My grandma, and because I think my aunt had breast cancer and she survived. I don't know.
But does it mean a lot to you to be here with all this support?
Yeah, yes.
Are you going to do the whole walk?
Yes.
Why?
Because it seems fun and I like to help.
There you go, girl.
And this isn't Mom, this is Grandma here.
Grandma. Hi.
So Grandma, you must be very proud of her.
Yes, I wanted to show her, start her off young.
Why is it important for awareness to be raised for the very young?
Because they need to know right away to start be proactive, be checked, take care of themselves, care about others.
But why is that? Why is it important to get checked?
So that they can catch it young and detect it and get it cured.
Because breast cancer has changed quite a bit over the years, hasn't it? And as it says, making strides, we are indeed.
Absolutely. When you think my grandmother had no chance, my aunt had a mastectomy, and my cousin now is going through chemo. It's huge, huge changes. Terrific.
And even now with immunotherapies coming out that are even being used on breast cancer.
Yeah, terrific.
So-
What we're doing.
So now there is hope.
There is hope.
I'm here with Marty with the Bradenton Marauders at the Strides Against Breast Cancer at Nathan Benderson. And he is letting everybody know, ladies, take your self-breast exams, go to your doctor, make sure that you get your mammograms. It's all that you can do to make sure that you're taking care of your bodies. Let's go, Marauders.
You are both here today. Why?
We are to walk for breast cancer. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and for a year now, this is my first year, and we're here just for support.
What is it important that people should know about being here today?
That it makes breast cancer survivors feel good. That it really makes us, want to survive.
And Bob, you are the man that is standing by this beautiful woman here.
Yes, I am.
What was it like for you? We forget about the people that love people that go through breast cancer very often. We forget what they're going through. What do you want to say out there to other men that might be supporting a woman that they love about the challenges and the hope?
Well, you just have to be there and, all the way. We went to the radiation, did everything. I was there. And you have to be, so.
And what about today, walking? What would you like to say? Because a lot of times men are very quiet about this, but what would you encourage them to do and encourage them to have women in their life do?
Well, I think it's important to pay attention to your health care. Make sure you do the mammograms, because that's how they found her cancer. It's very, very important. If you find it early, encourage them and get treatment, and you'll be good.
And what does it feel like to be around all these people that you know that showed up today?
Feels very good. Very good. Very
encouraging.
Encouraging.
Michael Davis, you were one of the first people to come running back from this little over 3 mile run/walk. The majority of people are walking, which is why we don't see that many behind us. What do you attribute your strength to?
Well, I own a gym. It's called Hybrid Strength Club. And we have our whole gym out here today to run in the name of my girlfriend's mother, who passed away back in 2013 of breast cancer. So we got everybody together to come out and support and run. And actually I started running and came across a couple of my members that didn't want to complete the run. So I picked them up and we all ran together and ran through the finish line together.
Why is it important to come out here with a group for support?
Well, I feel like for us, the more community you can bring in and the more awareness you can bring to support and show that, this is a beautiful cause that we have going on here. So, the more people you get, the better.
What do you say to people that are having difficulty even just walking it? Because, for some people, they may not be in the condition, and maybe they are still going through a breast cancer treatment or a chemo, but yet they're out there trying to get through. What would you say as somebody that owns a gym to encourage them, and also someone you love has experienced breast cancer?
The most important thing is to understand that you do all that you can, and you don't try to push yourself beyond that. So as long as you show up, and whether you walk and you sit and you hang out until you're ready to walk again, it doesn't matter. You just come and do the best that you can regardless.
I am here at the finish line with the first two ladies that came across the finish line. This is the first junior runner that we had. Tell me a little bit about what was motivating you today.
To stay in front of them.
Stay in front of her.
Do you know what your time was today?
No.
No?
We didn't really time it. We started out with the time, but I thought there was going to be a finish time at the end, but there wasn't. I think we did it in about, 15, 20 minutes maybe?
That's incredible, a 5-minute mile. That's quite the pace, ladies. Did you train for this today?
No.
No? Are you a runner at school?
I did cross country at school a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if that counts as training.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't have run a 5-minute mile like that today. And are you a runner?
I run and walk every night and, exercise every day, so.
Certainly. So why did you ladies want to participate in this event?
Breast cancer survivors. I had my aunt that passed away from breast cancer, and I know a lot of people have. Best friend has, so just supporting the cause.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for being here and showing your support, and congratulations for being the first two across the line.
Saw you at the beginning of the walk. Now that we're at the end of the walk run, you came running through there. You are the first what?
I would say pink sister. Those of us who are living or have lived with breast cancer. Yeah, I always try and make it so I can be the first across the finish line to inspire other women that one step at a time, 1 foot at a time, 1 day at a time. You can do it.
She was the first one to make it back over here. So that's absolutely amazing. What I'd like to ask you is, what do you do that you can do that? Is it mental and physical?
Most of your fights are between the ears. Yep. I do what I do so I can do what I do. It's a quality of life issue. Every day when I get up, I'm going to have a good day. Every day is a good day.
Do you think that's a message that we should give to people, whether they know someone with breast cancer, have breast cancer, no matter what?
It's a message to anyone. Every day, it takes no more time to see the good side of things than the bad side of things. So you might as well see the good side of things. It makes living your life a joy.
We are here with which group?
Cardinal Mooney.
Wonderful. And what are we walking for today?
Breast cancer awareness.
And why was this so important for you guys at Cardinal Mooney to get involved today?
Because I think that we all need to show support for all the people who's going through hard times.
Yeah. Has any of your family been affected by breast cancer? Yeah? You want to tell me a little bit about that?
My mother was diagnosed about 4 years ago. Luckily, she is a survivor. She's not here today, but her name is Sandy Wynn. Hi, Mom. And she's doing great now.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your support. Go Cardinal Mooney.
Thank you.
Okay, have a great one.
You too.
These guys are from Lakewood Ranch Gymnastics, and why do men that do gymnastics wear pink and walk for making strides against breast cancer? What's the most compelling reason?
We're here with a group of about 160 girls from the gymnastics gym that we're with, and our daughters and all of our other family members that are in there, we wanted these girls to be exposed to this and see the challenges that can come forward at a later date, and support the women out here and that have gone through it, and the fight and the sacrifice that they go through.
Good cause to wear pink, just to give good support to these girls and let them know what they're fighting for, and to overcome any challenges that could come in their life. So,
Because there is hope nowadays.
absolutely.
It's changed a lot in the past few decades.
Yeah, it's come a long way. Actually, my wife's mother passed away of breast cancer, and now that we see and the technology and everything that's come about, it's just been amazing, and there's a lot of hope.
So don't be scared, go out there and walk.
Yeah.
These are some of our girls behind us, actually. This is a group of the girls here.
Come here, girls. Come over here. Look at this group. This is Lakewood Ranch Gymnastics. This is the whole team here.
There's a lot of them.
Okay, squish in together as close as you can get. And look right here. What do you guys have to say? You want to say, making strides against breast cancer. Woohoo! Yes? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Making strides against breast cancer. Woo!
I'm here with Jill at the finish line. Jill, you're a survivor. What does today mean to you?
It's a great opportunity to be with my fellow survivors and all other people who are here to raise the cure for breast cancer. Personally, it makes me feel very proud to see such a great turnout. I'm a 15-year survivor, and I did the Susan B. Komen many years ago, but this is an amazing turnout, and I'm just glad to be here.
What does it mean to have your community rally so hard around this cause?
It's fantastic. I think the American Cancer Society has done an amazing job. The people that lead it are terrific. I know Bethany Lynch, she's in charge, and it's just, you can feel it. You can see the enthusiasm, and the money that's been raised is phenomenal, and I hope that more people will come out next year.
Certainly. What would you say to anybody watching who has not done self-breast exams and has not had a mammogram for self-detection?
It absolutely saves lives. It is so critical for both of them, and just an ounce of prevention is just worth so much.
Well, we appreciate you being here today, and congratulations on crossing the finish line.
Well, this is it. We are wrapping up to making strides against breast cancer for the American Cancer Society. What do you think, Stephanie? What a day.
It's been such a wonderful day interviewing all of the volunteers, sponsors, and especially the survivors.
It's indeed been an honor, and METV is always there for you, right at Nathan Benderson Park. We'll see you again next year for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. The lovely Sharon, and this is the luncheon following the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk. And Sharon, you are the face and the voice of hope. Sharon's been interviewed here for the past 10 years by Charles of METV, and I nabbed her today.
Hi, everybody. I've been doing the walk for 9 years now, and I am a 10-year survivor.
And that's why Sharon is smiling, because she knows the importance of not just early detection, but of knowing your body. Because how did you find your breast lump?
I found my lump 3 months after I had a clear mammogram. I found it by myself. So self-checking is so important.
A lot of young women may think that they may be shy to touch their own bodies or know their own bodies. But if you don't know your own body, how can you find changes within your body?
Well, I agree. That's why I actually did a program in the high school a couple of years ago before I retired. And I did make a point of telling not only the girls in the high school class, but the boys also how important it was to check, because men get breast cancer too.
And you're also here with someone else from your family. Who's here and why are they here?
My aunt is here. I'm not with her, but we kind of met here. She didn't do the walk, but she's a 2-time breast cancer survivor.
It has changed a lot over the decades. How has breast cancer detection, treatment, and hope changed?
I'm going to be honest, I'm not in that realm so much anymore, but the mammograms have gotten a lot better. They do the 3D mammograms now. In fact, I just had my mammogram was a 3D. So I do know that. And they're a little, I just really believe in checking yourself every month. I think that's the most important, besides getting your mammogram every year.
So know your own body.
That's the most important thing.
This was a whole new venue today. How would you rate on a scale of 1 to 10 the walk of the almost 20,000 people?
10 plus. I am shocked. The turnout was great. The layout, I've been involved, as you know, for a few years now. And the layout was fantastic, smooth. I think everybody liked it, the walkers. It went really well.
What would you say about the way things have changed over the past few years? How have they changed and become better?
The numbers have increased. The public participation has increased. The community spirit, the vitality of everybody, it's just wonderful. I mean, I've seen that increase. I think we're doing a wonderful job. Mr. Benderson is committed to make this as successful as Boston. So that's what our goal is.
What is your goal for the next 5 years and 10 years? What do you see for the future of making strides against breast cancer?
Our goal is to beat Boston's numbers, and that's Mr. Benderson's goal. And Vernon Desir and myself have committed to help him do that.
You're wearing a shirt, Carlene, that says Hope Hero. What does Hope Hero mean?
It means that I have survived breast cancer twice. Now you're going to make me cry.
Tell us your story, because it is a story of hope. Tell us from the beginning.
When my husband started the wellness community, I had no idea I was going to get breast cancer. And then after I got breast cancer, they saved my life. And they kept sending me to all these wonderful doctors until I finally had a double mastectomy, and now I'm still surviving, and it's been 16 years.
What would you like to share with our audience from METV?
Please help save breast cancer victims. Please donate. We need the money, we need the help. These young women are dying. It's terrible. I mean, I didn't get it till I was 70, but these young women have children and babies. They need help.
And by doing the walk today, though, a lot of awareness was raised.
Unfortunately, I can't walk. My knees don't do that anymore.
But by being here.
I love it. It's the most wonderful thing, and everybody's been so generous. I mean, Starbucks and Saks Fifth Avenue, and everybody's been so wonderfully generous. We do appreciate it so.
is it that is the bond between people that have had breast cancer? What is it?
Oh gosh, it's great friendship and the power to be really compassionate and to stick by you even though you don't feel well, and and to do things for you all the time.
Do you think that it makes a certain bond though when somebody has had breast cancer, they share their story and it helps somebody else maybe get a diagnosis?
Oh, definitely, and everyone I tell, make sure you get the tests you need and make sure you detect everything early.
What about for people that are scared to get tested because they're scared they might get diagnosed?
That's right. It's tough, but they should, because it's so quick and easy, I think.
Well, because you're here today, right?
Yes, I'm here today.
And how long ago did you get a breast cancer diagnosis?
5 years. And I'm here and fighting all the time for everyone else too.
Yes, I helped her out a lot.
Thank you.